Hello and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. The Stock Planner channel is an education channel. We do swing trading. We're doing our own due diligence and we're winning. Today I'd like to talk about some past trades that worked out quite nicely for me and 3 trades that I think will work out for next week. Lately I've been short, but I have 2 long trades to show you this evening. As a swing trader, I look for the tops and bottoms, and I'm using the RSI, the MACD, and the stochastic RSI as ways of identifying when those tops and bottoms exist. It's very hard to do because nobody really knows when a top and a bottom occurs. All you can use is the indicators to give you some kind of idea that it's about to occur in the next couple days. As a day trader, you may have seen some advertisements of 90% win rate, and I'm saying that my win rate is about 50 to 60%. I try for 50%, that means a coin toss, and I try to use good risk reward where I win $1.50 for every dollar that I lose. And that way I always have I win more than I lose. So when you have 90% win rates, that means you win 9 out of 10 times, but that last loss is a big one and can wipe out all your gains. So I like to go ahead and stay in the trade a little longer and scale in when I have a winning trade, add more, and I'll show you an example of that tonight, and exit my losers. You know, if you have a simple plan, a good watch list, use good risk management, have a solid mindset and some confidence and sheer determination, you can be successful at trading. It took me many years. And of course, I'm going to show you my Discord chat that's free, that offers some signals, but you have to develop your own strategy and your own signals. You can't follow somebody else's methods. You have to develop your own, and that's what I'm here to help you with. So let's get started. We got 3 trades for next week, but first I'd like to go over what happened in this past week. It looks like Friday was green across the board. This is FinViz and has a great heat map. Let's take a look at the week's performance, and we see that it's been mixed for the week. And there's the groups. Financials did well on Friday, but for the week we see a lot of red. So the first stock is GDX. It's a gold miner stock. We're looking at the daily time frame and trading view. It's free. My settings are in the description below. I'm using 3 indicators, the MACD, the stochastic RSI, and the RSI. And this is a zigzag indicator. It's not an indicator at all. It's just a visual, because it plots the tops and bottoms perfectly. That's what we look at as a swing trader, tops and bottoms. But it does it by looking at the future. It's like predicting the Monday night football game on Tuesday. I use it to see if one of my other indicators, like this is the top, and there's the RSI, and when it crosses down, that's the time to buy. But pretty much predicts that. When the MACD is below the 0, that's the time to take a short. And when the stochastic comes back around, above the 80, it comes back around, that's overbought. It comes back down, crosses over the 80, that's the time to maybe look for a short. And that would have indicated that nice long one there. It's not always foolproof. No indicators are. And these are lagging indicators. But that would have been a nice win there. And I like it when all 3 of them come in about the same time. So a recent trade on 7/17. No, today's 7/17, sorry. The entry date was 5/25. Somewhere in here, we went short in this area here. Entry price was around $32.50. And if you invested about $1,000 to $1,200, $1,000 to $1,200, you would have received about this much in profit by actually shorting the stock. Possibly could receive more if you took an option play to stay below a certain point. And we exited on 7/17 in that area there, which is about a 20% profit. Sweet. Wish I could do those all day long. And the exit signal was the RSI when it came below the 30 and come back around a little bit right there. That's the time to go look for long. And if the MACD was below the 0 line and the stochastic RSI came back around over the 20, we could go long. It looks like it's trying to do that. I'm not taking a long here. Close out the trade. Well, if you're looking for a stock or ETF. This is an ETF, EWS, which is Singapore, China. This stock really does swing nicely. Again, remember that the zigzag is only a visual indicator to give you an idea of what other indicators you could use that actually do not repaint themselves and look to the future. Those indicators are MACD, stochastic RSI, and the RSI, but they're lagging indicators. My settings are in the description below. On 531, we entered a short trade around that area there. It's based on the RSI going above the 30 and come back around. The MACD is above the 0. That's the time we look for shorts. That's cool. And the stochastic seems like it wanted to come back around. But primarily, the RSI, and my settings are in the description below. This is the zero lag MACD, zero lag MACD, and my settings are in the description below, as I said. Entered there, and I guess you could have got out there. I like to stay in the trade a little longer if I can. And the exit date is 7/11, which would put it in this area here, about the time it started going up a little bit, and got out. It's based on the RSI below the 0, below the 30, and come back around. Below the 30 and come back around. So you could use the RSI as a signal to when to get in and when to get out, or you could use the stochastic, or you can use the MACD, or you can use all three, which is a 3-indicator strategy. It's a little more conservative, gives you plenty of singles, and possibly stronger singles. But in this case, I pick a direction. In this case, I'm saying I want to take short, and I only want to take short trades. We are in a recession, and it's got some headwinds. Anyway, if you invested $1,000 to $1,200, you'd have a profit of $159, which is a 6%, nearly 7% profit. And I usually set my profit target for around 6%, 5 to 6% per quarter, 90 days. So this is helpful for that. And I was only in the trade for about a month and a half. Gotta have patience. 2 opportunities to get out. If you're smart enough. As a swing trader, I'm a little slow. I don't watch these every day, every minute. I'm making some videos trying to get more subscribers. By the way, how about subscribing? And the last one we're going to talk about is applied materials. Can you see that downward trend? And can you see that if you only took trades when the RSI is above the 70 and come back around right here, that would have been a winner. You could have done it here, and that would have been a winner here, and possibly here. If you're only taking short trades, it looks like it might be coming in again right there. Come back, you have to wait till it comes back around. Stochastic is above, it's 80, it looks like it's about ready to come back around, and this is above the 0 line. So keep your eye out for another short, possibly. Are things getting better in our economy? I don't think so. So 518, around that area there, we had a RSI single above the 70 coming back around, and took that trade at about $111. And we exited on my birthday, June 16th, and that's when the RSI went below the 30 and came back around. And that's the time to get out. And that would have been almost perfect. Or here, if you're a little late on your finger, and if you invested $1,000 to $1,200 each trade. Now, here's a little tricky thing. How did I make that much money on a 20% profit margin? How did I make that much money on a $1,000 to $1,200 investment? There was 5 different chances to scale in. And usually when you take a trade, it'll last 1 or 2 days. And if the single seems to be going right, in the right direction, I scale in, add more to it. And I did that 5 times. So it's not really $1,000 to $1,200 investment. I did 5 of these and scaled in, and that's the way you play it. When you have a winning trade, you add more to it. And of course, I have a current win rate of around 63%. That's usually better than usual. I've won 33 trades and lost 20, 1920, and made a profit of around $4,200. So, I had some losers. That win rate, some of you is going to want it to have a win rate of 80 and 90%. Not possible with swing trading, but if you're getting a win rate of 90%, you're taking lots of small wins, and then maybe one massive loss can wipe out all those small wins. I prefer to take some losses, have a good risk reward, and scale in when we have a winning trade and build that money up. So, not too long ago, I entered a trade in ETSY. Which way do you think I went? Long or short? Well, that's a trend, and I have ETSY on my short trades for the next approximately a year. As long as we have this economy with the inflation and recession, that earnings coming up here, it might be a little sketchy about that. But overall, for the next 45 or 50 days, I think this stock is going to continue down. On 7/16th in this area here, I entered a short trade, and the entry price was about $86, and we currently have a profit of about $44, which is 4%. This is a contributor, but it's not 6%. I usually try to shoot for an average of 6%, and hopefully get a couple 20s%, and we're going to have a couple losers in there too. And I'm basing my system off of winning 50-50. Anyway, it's getting close to earnings. It might be time to take this trade off, but it still looks like it's gone down. So it might not be too late if you want to enter this trade. You could have entered here, here, and here. And when that's all those three, that would have been a great time to enter. You're only a few days behind. I think it's still going down. I don't think it's going to be some too good earnings. And it's based on the fact that this stock is steadily losing ground. And this wasn't all that long ago, maybe the last 10 days. It's not too late. ETSY. I'm not optimistic. CNX Resources. It's gas and energy. The Appalachian Basin operates, that's where it's operating. It's trading at 80% below the fair market value. And earnings are forecast to grow by about 16%. Ooh, that's not 16%. That's 83%. Future looks bright. It's got some value. And the health of the company is not deplorable. But you're looking for a big green snowflake. This doesn't have it. And you've seen, since October, this stock, an energy stock, would go up. And it had some downside over the last couple of weeks. Seems like energy was overbought. The consensus revenue estimates increased by 59%. Currently trading at $17.50. Cheapy should be trading at about $62 based on its free cash flow. The growth factor, that doesn't look good there. Dropping and starting to climb again over the next after 2023, 24. Earnings and revenue. There's a drop. The analysts have high hopes if you believe the analysts. My win rate for going long over the last 4 or 5 months has not been that great. Much better on a short trade. That's why you see me posting a lot of shorts. But I got a long single on this one. CNX has climbed to a price of about $23 and $24. Now it's swinging pretty nicely. And this is the old zigzag. And the old zigzag needs to know the future before it'll put that line. It's guessing it's going up. But right now, it waits for future data to be perfect. And that's when the zigzag doesn't know what it's doing. That's what I like to do. That's when I like to jump in. In the last few days, CNX has been going up. We have the MACD below the zero line. We had a crossover of the stochastic RSI back here. And we had the RSI going above the 30 at about right there, right on the money. We had an entry date, an entry signal on the 15th, which was Friday. And planning on taking this trade on Monday. This is the end of the day. Let me ask you this. Do you think it's going to go up or down? The current price, again, is $17.50. FinViz has a target price of $28. That's up in here. So there's $10 of room there between where it's at now and the $28 price. However, FinViz also has a neutral rating on it. And we got earnings, which scares a lot of people. Are these oil companies going to make any money? Oil and gas? Or are they going to show a loss? If you believe the news, they're making money hands over fist. Their earnings reports should be okay. But I don't know. This is not my full-time job. Cheap stock, I'm going to take a bet for long. Investing about $1,000. So on Friday, I had a signal on MAR, Marriott. And you can see this stock is swinging pretty nicely. MAC is below the zero. Had a stochastic crossover back in here. That would have predicted it very nicely. We had a RSI crossover back in that area here. Is the signal still good? RSI is still climbing? Or is it going to reverse itself and go down? Marriott operates hotels, licenses name, trading at 35% below its fair value. Forecast to grow around 15%. Was not profitable. It looks like it is. The PE ratio is cheap amongst its peers. We got Airbnb there, Expedia, Hilton, and then Marriott. Trading at 143, should be trading at 222. And it's a pandemic, and look at that growth. Going up, going down. That's the question. That's trading. So in conclusion, I showed you a short trade on ETSY, a long trade on CNX Gas Company, and a long trade on Marriott. If you have any hot tips, put them in my comments below. I'm always looking for some new ideas. And I want to remind you one more time, we have a free Discord. There's many of these singles out there. I have a trending watch list where you can use those ideas and maybe take the down single for Apple. Apple's on the downtrend, according to this at this date, and that's a turn every few hours. And of course, I have the MACD, the RSI, and the stochastic RSI singles out there. And my settings are also out on the Discord. And then we have a paid area with a watch list and a trade list showing the open and closed trades and how much you're making in profit. And this uses the 3 indicator strategy where all 3 align and can give you a pretty good strong single. This is all for the price of coffee. I think it's around $4 a month. Don't hesitate to join. I'd love to hear from you. Remember, like what you do. Happy trading, and we'll catch you on the flip. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, you don't have to be perfect to win. To be perfect to win. Let's make some money.